Breaking news. UFC ends pay-per-view, signs $7.7 billion global broadcast deal. In a move that will change the way millions of fans watch fights forever, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC, has officially announced the end of its pay-per-view model. Instead, the world's largest mixed martial arts organization has signed a record-breaking $7.7 billion broadcast deal with Paramount and CBS. Starting in January 2026, UFC fans will no longer have to pay around $80 to $90 per event to watch major fights. Instead, all UFC events, including fight nights, numbered events and special cards, will be available through Paramount Plus streaming and on select CBS television networks as part of regular subscriptions. What this means for fans. For decades, UFC fights were primarily sold as pay-per-view events, making them expensive for regular fans to watch live. A big title fight could easily cost close to $100 in some countries. Now with this new deal, you only need a Paramount Plus subscription, expected to cost around $10 to $15 a month in most regions, or access to CBS broadcasts. Major fights will be included at no extra charge. This includes some of the UFC's most anticipated matchups, such as championship bouts and blockbuster rivalries. UFC President Dana White said this is the biggest step forward in UFC history, adding that the goal is to make MMA more accessible to everyone around the world. Details of the $7.7 billion deal. The contract with Paramount and CBS is set to run for 10 years. That's $770 million per year, making it one of the largest broadcast deals in sports history. Bigger than many NFL and NBA TV deals in the past. Under the agreement, 1. Paramount Plus will stream every UFC event live, plus offer replays, behind-the-scenes content and documentaries. 2. CBS will broadcast select high-profile fights on free-to-air TV, meaning even non-subscribers can watch big matchups. 3. UFC content will be promoted heavily during CBS's NFL, college basketball, and other sports broadcasts, introducing MMA to millions of new viewers. Why UFC made the change? Over the past few years, streaming platforms have become the go-to place for sports fans. Pay-per-view, while profitable, limited the audience size, especially younger fans and those in developing countries. By switching to a subscription model, viewership is expected to double within the first 2 years. UFC fighters could see bigger paydays, as more exposure means more sponsorship deals. The sport could grow faster globally, reaching fans in areas where PPV was not common. Dana White emphasized that the UFC is already one of the fastest-growing sports worldwide, and this move could make MMA as big as soccer in terms of global reach. Reactions from fighters. Some fighters have already shared their thoughts on social media. Conor McGregor tweeted, "The world's gonna be watching. Let's make some history." Jon Jones posted on Instagram that he was excited to see the sport become more available to everyone. Rising star Sean O'Malley said, "More fans equals more hype equals bigger fights. I love it." Not everyone is completely happy though. A few veterans worry that removing PPV might mean smaller percentages from fight sales, though UFC has promised to restructure fighter pay. Global impact. The UFC already has a massive international fan base, with events in the US, UK, Brazil, UAE, Australia and Asia. With this new deal, more countries will get live fights at the same time as the US audience. No need for illegal streaming. Official access will be cheaper and easier. UFC gyms and training programs are expected to see more sign-ups as interest in MMA rises. Sports analysts believe this deal could inspire other combat sports, such as boxing, to abandon pay-per-view as well. Looking ahead, what fans can expect in 2026? The very first UFC event under this new system is expected to be UFC 350, planned for January 2026, possibly headlined by a huge title fight. The UFC is reportedly in talks to make it one of the biggest cards in history to celebrate the new era. Fans will also get exclusive Fight Week shows on Paramount Plus, documentary series about UFC champions, access to classic fights from the UFC archive. Final thoughts. This is more than just a TV deal. It's a complete revolution in how fight sports are shared with the world. For years, UFC fans complained about expensive PPV costs. Now, the sport is opening its doors wider than ever before, and millions of new fans are expected to join the MMA family. The Octagon is about to become the most watched battleground in sports history.